Yep.
Melzer anchoring is something you have to be afraid of. You already see towards that A site, they are going to be pushing here. So no 0 point though. Usually you get that quick 0 point towards A to figure out if it's going to be a quick hit. Flash over the top.
Imagine losing to me. Oh man, it's devastating. I'm telling you.
Maybe a bit of a rotate here as the smokes come in.
Look how passively though that
The lowest lows you can get.
By the generator, really pushing.
Ready for hell.
Kesset away, not allowing Kesset to get positioned out into the A site. Now Joggerman is close, looking for a timing outside of the door, but it's a drive-by with the frenzy. Boosts you at 1 HP, still trying to run the clock down. Still trying to waste some time, allowing Ethan to move forward. And there's
no way. No way he gets this many kills on 1 HP.
Still puts 4 kills into the round.
That's incredible.
So cool. That's silly. The whole point was to stop people from getting into hell. It makes the retake so much easier. And with 1 HP, it worked. As soon as you get into hell, you know the site's clear. Who wants to plant when you don't know the site's not clear?
What an absolute hero.
Such a good job delaying here. That I've never seen the objective to just be delay the hell take. But it prevented the entire site take. Really cool stuff from Evil Geniuses.
Even some mistakes there on that utility.
That's pure madness on that one. Okay.
Even the flashes from Ethan were impeccable.
In terms of how they're approaching this,
yeah,
just heavy again. Same thing.
Not allowing anything to happen.
Same thing in terms of the buy that they did on Pearl.
Just worked on the orbs into this round.
Recalling my bot.
And also because they didn't get too many kills on that pistol. So you're just going to dance around the world here. Build it into the later rounds. Already Nags potentially even coming to more than the halfway mark on his lockdown.
Crippy, you're up kind of late.
He's just playing like the
I thought it was later than this.
game, really. Recon darts coming out.
Johnny E, thank you so much. Let's get some slug approves in. Doom Bros.
They don't care.
Damn, we've given Doom Bros a VIP and now he's in the slug club.
Right? That's almost what Melzer is trying to do. When you have your Omen sit up deep into A on the attack side, if the Omen gets hit by the 0 point, they're more than happy. Right? It means it allows you to play the rest of the map. Now they're pushing all 5 towards B. That recon dart for Klaus is up. Paranoia is not there. This is going to be a tough take for Crew. They're going to have to be all together on this one.
Yeah.
Piggyback.
Johnny, mate, thank you for doing that.
It's okay to get hit by the sniper. You already used all of his utility as this Silva.
Okay.
So he's there to support
Who's cleaning up?
Lining up a few.
Spectre up.
Lucio behind, coming down the staircase.
Honestly, decent damage.
Still a 3 versus 2. Delays coming across.
You get a plant. There's another gun to pick up.
13 seconds left on the clock. Ethan trying to get a timing.
10 seconds left.
Davies watching it. Paranoia comes across, so there's only one player to try to shoot.
That's unlucky.
And it's towards the back of the site. And through the smoke, Joggermo gets the kill.
Not too bad though.
And EG comes back for the defuse.
Maybe armor rebuy. I don't really want to see it, but 2 guns have to get rebought.
Also cheeky. I like the way that Davies has the sheriff, runs by it, tells Klaus, hey, there's a Spectre on that lane side. You need to grab it. So Crew.
Dodgy as well. Dodgy, thank you so much, mate.
To grab that
11 months. Appreciate that, Dodgy. Thank you so much, dude.
EG swamped the site, come up with another W, and now we go into the bonus round. See where the Guardian might push here with a little bit of recon bolt. If we're
Alright, bonus round. They throw over some sheriffs, I think. What's Ethan going to be getting? Okay, Frenzy into this one.
Demon 1 for this round. It might actually come into play. 3-2 split.
Not the best bonus we've seen.
Let's see if this 0 point goes over.
They really go for the heavy armor on the bonus with this one.
There you go.
Alright.
So a little bit of mid-play for Crew. They're going to start to feel out the map on this first round to see if they can get the long-range fight to EG's low-buy.
EG with the low-buy was looking for a combination play towards B main, but the split's coming into the B site for Crew. So that forces away the flash opportunity from Ethan out towards B main. But 2 players are moving forward, trying to fight against Nagzet. The dash in to break the crosshair. Nice shot by Nagzet to get the second one.
Handled this really well.
And now all of EG looking to fight back, regain control towards
Bit of a difference in terms of that one, though.
Gets long range on the Spectre. Melzer playing the off angle. There's that first kill.
Oi.
And a nice flick onto the second one.
Okay.
This bonus round for EG doesn't turn out to be too fruitful. Ethan looking for an opportunity to move back towards Cat. Win that fight against Melzer. Pick up a rifle there.
Yeah, might be able to get this rifle.
Eventual will EG push round. Crew, I don't think we've ever seen him that passive on a first gun round. I'm just waiting now to see where Ethan is. So even from the start, they didn't 0 point right
They
away.
juggle the rifle
So
back, it looks
that
like,
means
yeah.
the 0 point of Davies is kind of looking for EG to occupy the space of market, maybe even push up a little bit. The beginning of the round, if you just throw the 0 point, everybody's waiting, they're backed up. So you can kind of see the intentions here Crew has. They think EG will be pushing, rotating, and also waiting for that early utility. So that may give us our slower Crew game.
Some nice shots into this round, though. Right.
2-1 now.
Remaining.
We're going to a big round here,
Big
and
control
do
from
we have
Bowser
double
was
kill,
so
Joe, or is it
strong.
just one?
EG is one of the things we mentioned about them was they rotate really
Oh,
well,
okay,
right?
just
They'll
one.
find their
Kind of
opponents.
close to this one.
If Crew waits for that with just
So yeah,
somebody
circling
on the
everyone
wing
that can't buy
for
next
that
round.
crossfire, they can get EG on every one of those good rotations. Odin, here for Calm. Let it rip.
And that, and then an attempt to push Demon 1 forward. It's actually going to be contact play more on Demon first.
Yep.
Crew moving forward to break the alarm bot. Slightly being watched here
That's
by
this one,
Busio.
right?
But EG
To
still
stop
has a
them
lot of
from
numbers here
droning middle.
towards this B site. So a correct read to start. Even a smoke to not allow
I
Kesnet
think.
to really get a pick. And there's the late knife, the late information. I like it, at least for EG. You mentioned it here, Riv.
Yeah, the crew have done really good, though.
Much later into the rounds.
Neat little play.
Does.
They push Kesnet in. Oh, they're causing the chaos though.
Oh.
You should run.
Busio's playing close. Oh, the smoke dissipates, still gets the first kill onto Davies. We're trying to fight back. Kesnet moving in here from the market doors, just trying to get as much
No
kills as we
way.
can. And they
There's
do.
no way.
Not even giving a chance for the lockdown to go off. EG pushes in.
I can't believe Kesnet
And they
doesn't
put
get
3
any
here
when he got
on
set up
Ascent.
so well for
One
this.
step ahead and preventing a death that could have come from Market. The push from Kesnet and Davies that got Kesnet and Market was with Davies with the spike when that happened. So I feel like if they had gotten a kill on that Market push, they go right in. Instead, they don't. Rotate Davies back around, and EG's just ready for it. Still holding defense, still with that Odin, and not really revealing that they had it, right?
Okay, they used,
Taking that early space you mentioned
these
from
K1,
Demon
sorry,
One to
Killjoy
Demon,
into
I
that
think
one
they
as well.
have a good idea
I
of
said
how to
one
play
person
the
couldn't
round.
bite, it's Mel, so he's just taking the hit. They decide to fight heavy for this. That's a nice nade.
From Demon 1-2.
Wait,
Fragment into one corner to swing out Klaus.
There's no
answers back
way.
with 2 kills, and Klaus even opens up the A
it's,
site
I
with
mean,
a
it's
solo
very
play.
nicely done by Klaus, but that was atrocious, man. Why are they all
Fighting
playing
out
one
towards
by
mid, the
one when
timing
all
onto
3 of
this.
them are together?
Melzer with the TP, so he's
Like
gonna
the-
look
like-
across towards the left. Saw a little shadow at the bottom.
Yeah.
Naxid then at least comes out for the trade. Calm, who's been good with the utility
Spike
before.
planted.
A 1 versus 1 on the site. Low HP is Davies. Now swinging behind, going with the Odin.
Damn, that is,
But
they should not be
Davies
losing
does
that
the
round.
Good play to push forward.
Odin left on the floor too. They don't want that chance to be grabbed back up, and they have no reason for it. So spend the money, they say. Evil geniuses.
That's a devastating one
Hunter's
to watch
Fury
back
after
in
this
VOD
round
review.
could change a lot of how Crew plays. We'll keep an eye on Klaus.
Obviously, Klaus did
Right
great.
now has a spike,
Like,
so
really, really good.
going
6
into
shots by
sight
him.
At this point, it may be dropped though.
But that is
3
me.
push here. They're gonna try to get the KO knife and a bit of activation towards A main for Evil Geniuses. They want to try to get in Crew's face for this trap play eco. They may actually come up.
That
This
forces
is
them
where we
down
see
to
Melzer
eco as
maybe
well.
Playing with that 0 point.
Chogmo with a shrouded step.
Oh,
Did a bit of damage, so forced to fall back. And that was being watched here by Melzer, identifying that early. For Crew. Slowly moving up towards market. It's not too much of a stack happening from EG inside this B site.
yeah, they're done pretty good at
Play it
getting
safe,
into
at least,
these
no
kind of
matter what for
spots here.
Crew. Null command activated for the push in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Boostio's in the back there. The right click's
Uh-oh. That's a massive shot from Boostio there. Means that they can get the gun. You have Omen ult if you want to get out of there,
It's a
but
4 versus 2. A nice recon.
Player
Melzer's the
standing.
last player standing.
oh my
And
goodness.
has been ruthless on this B site. An opportunity to clutch. Players then close again, and Demon One's the one that moves down.
Okay, nicely handled, good stack. Boostio hit a very important shot.
Just let them try to catch me.
4-2 now. None of those ults really being used on one side. We did see Davies trying to come up with something there. But yeah,
Kill.
One enemy
hunkered
remaining.
down in the site. Evil Geniuses, the frenzy shots coming up huge, and they cooperate with each other to be able to take down this gun round. So
Nice
a
shots on top of that as well.
thrifty, and they
And
don't
then
even
Busio
start
did
on
great.
the correct side of the map here.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had Jogamo push out into that A main, find that it was just Melzer, did alert EG with enough info to get their butts to B for that hold.
One shot the recon.
Got a few, one more! Oh,
So close.
just the damage.
Damage there onto Klaus.
Yeah, that's
And that was a play that was done
pretty
before.
deadly.
Last week when all of those shots
As
missed,
well,
this time
like to
actually connects
bring the
onto
attention to the
Davies and
money.
Klaus.
it's not good.
And now for
Have to
Crew,
eco after this
starting
one,
to
so
fall
it's a
back.
devastating round to not shoot the recon and
Reassess
get
back towards his B site.
And we may
Get
see what
wrecked
they
by the
did
ult.
last round. So last round was a version of when they didn't have Davies with the spike and they didn't have to leave Kesnet alone in market. Both Davies and Kesnet went market. It looked like a much cleaner take. Here, they still like the style, but it's going to be Melzer in mid this time. Paranoia is there if they need to clear through market, but it's just him watching that flank. Is they got
It's a nice setup
hear the
here.
utility from Killjoy here,
gonna
so they
stop
gotta
them
get
from
ready
doing
to
their
run through
original
this.
hit.
There's the delay and the lockdown.
Hunter's Fury forcing out the lockdown. Finally breaks it and Busio moves inside the site, but so much pressure coming in for Crew.
Holy hell, the recon is
What a good
everything.
recon dart coming out from
30
Comdo,
seconds.
Yeah,
leaving
it's
so many
everything.
players
The
alive
drone
in
was
here.
good as well with the timing of it.
Ethan mop up some kills,
Okay, Com did very well.
and this player
Util was
Com,
great here.
he's been finding his groove here. A much different
Well, that's
player from
That's a
last week
whole
to this
round
week.
where they just lost to no dart
I think
shooters.
last week we got Calm on a bit of an autopilot. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of situations where he was trying to tackle more than one thing and the right thing he had his back turned to, or he just kept getting pinched and didn't have the right situation. So while other teams made it hard, we definitely saw that Calm was getting flustered. Here, ironing that out, seems like it's much better. And the rest of the team coming together to help. Just cover each other. There, we had Ethan. More spray kills, two through
Yeah.
smoke. So really, right place, right time is what it comes down to. Timing is right place, right time. It still requires you to be there. And that's what EG's getting here on a few of these plays. As well as the timing on the lockdown. Demon 1 rushing through to destroy a few of Crew's opportunities. And now they call a timeout, man. Silly. 5-2 here. EG's dominating this first half.
You talked about EG able to understand their opponents quite well. So contact at the early rounds, rotating at the right spots, really pushing Crew into their game plan. And Crew is looking to disrupt that after this timeout. But unfortunately for this round, it is only some shares. It is
Yeah.
an eco coming in for Crew.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, gotta
It's like
gotta
maybe
eco after
do
this
as
one.
much damage as you can,
Like I
or
said,
a
devastating
fast
round for
plant
them to lose.
Right? Get the 1500 across the board to everybody, or the 300, I should say, to make more sense. And a mid play again from Melzer, 3 towards A.
First stop.
Good call. Demon 1 is gonna hold that. In tree too, so a quick cat load.
Right,
as
they
he
get
gets
nice
pushed
for this
off.
one.
And
Let's
that will
hold
happen
out
from
some
the top
kind of
side heaven
belief.
here.
They had Ethan is
Operator
just
locked
ready
in.
though,
3 are there to
with a
defend this
knife
tree
and
here.
his ult.
There's the
Oh,
up, and that's
that's a
the
nice shot.
Blade Storm.
Oh.
Immediately denied,
Spike
including a
down
spike
A.
dropping through the smoke.
I don't want to
Jogger's
say it, but
putting
I
that up here
feel
towards A
like
main.
they're tilted or something.
Those plans already
I
gone.
don't know.
Crew trying to get an opener off the Blade Storm into the site. That was a nice shot by Demon 1. Talked about that, trying to pit the duelist versus duelist.
Yeah.
And this time changing things around from Jogbill into Demon 1. And it works out quite well, at least for now.
Yeah, Demon 1 didn't seem to have any troubles using that up when we saw him on Icebox. Definitely pushed forward, so activate him here. Why not? Like you said, use that power if you're going to put him on. Almost got double peek
Enemy
there.
remaining.
Yeah, but
Easy take.
still gives away the position of his teammates, so they both get
Yeah.
mowed. EG's looking pretty good on defense so far.
You can trust my bots.
Very nice round from EG.
The bots and
Money's out of
trust the
control,
bots
buying
right
for the rest
now.
of this
EG
half.
doing well. Bladestorm ready.
Um,
Null command to
still
shut
got
down
this ult.
Crew if they do want to get into
Right,
this.
let's see.
And they have to be aware of the lockdown they can receive.
They gotta
If play a
they
little
gotta
further
get
back
around
here,
somewhere.
It does look like we're going to get Jogamo pushed up towards the front of this
The good
site,
thing
just get that one
is
way
they've
out
definitely been getting a lot of
and
mid
push
control
from
for
B
free,
main once again.
but it's like
It's not going to be an activation on the Odin, so this is going to be help from Ethan.
Yeah.
Maybe a flash, maybe
you gotta
getting
shoot some
in.
darts.
Blocking sight.
They switch the operator over
Oh,
though.
go aggro.
And unfortunately, Demon
The idea was
trying to
pretty
clear some
nice.
space, trying to find some information.
Alarm
A
bot
recon
out.
dart to find
Yeah.
also that information outside
We,
of B
s-
main.
I think it was, I
But
can't remember who we
Soldax
saw do this. It
sprays
might have been them.
inside of that cloud burst and takes down Demon 1.
Really cool play. You expect to walk up to a corner and see that Demon 1 will be holding that, right? Imagine coming at you
It was
with a
C9.
Phantom.
Yeah,
Doesn't
this
use
again.
his
This
crew
was an
this
old
time.
pistol that we used to do where
They
you would
take it
dash
down, but
out.
I like the way the
You would
EG
we,
switches that up.
we used to do it with
made
Rainer and
crew
Jet.
think of
You
what
would dash
they
out
may
into
be
here
seeing.
with the
That would have
jet.
been
You
a
would
Demon
check
1 with
this,
an
then you would
operator.
rain a flash, and then you had a
Ethan's
dart on
still
the
here
wall.
for the pick.
So it's kind of similar
Big
to this,
knife.
but maybe a bit more
Hands on
behind
the
it. That
info,
is
no command
everyone
to
hit with
not
that
allow
nice
any
reactive ult.
Of that utility to come out early. As he spotted all of the crew players looking for a B hit. And after this, you could definitely see crew waiting for the lockdown to happen. As it comes down, a fragment gets
Oh,
thrown.
and he just threw the nade.
Waiting for a timing here.
It's
as
devastating.
Tom
Okay, they
has
gotta
a
go
recon
here.
dart
Let's see what the
available
ping's
if
like.
needed.
Ping on the right wall. Ping
While we
comes in on the
push
right
towards
wall. Let's see what the
site.
spamming's
There's
like.
that recon dart going out. No sprays yet. There it is. Calm getting the op kill.
What?
With the recon.
Okay, that was with the recon though.
Counter paranoia on the attack for crew, allowing for them to move inside this
Okay,
B
looking
site
like a
for
pretty
plant.
good round
Time
for crew here.
EG to
Should
play a
be.
retake.
I mean, they have Omen Flash. So maybe.
With an operator, this is not going to be easy. 2 shock darts to file in here. Jogmo getting ready for the paranoia.
Exactly. You need to get Jogimo into place right now. Paranoia is already being thrown towards the sidewalk. Blinds
There
a
goes the
few,
Omen
playing
Flash.
close range. Down at the bottom of the staircase for crew. Delays off utility on the attack. EG now finally coming in. 1 for 1.
enemy
But
remaining.
finally, it's a great hold by crew. Calm.
That's the op.
Save it. Brown's
Operates
going to come in
differently.
for the attack.
Yeah.
Pack the stats, get some kills, make it expensive on the exits. There's a second one. But it is not going to connect. Melzer was faster and crew. But 3 on the attack now.
Yeah, it could have been better. I won't go into it too much.
Really just
Could have been
kind
better.
of
Crew did
outright
great though.
at this point. I think crew is left to that point where they're breaking it down to fundamentals. Like you said, EG's reading the map, so they're not faking EG out. They have to be together. These little 1v1 plays we saw Kesnet trying to produce on Pearl, much more help and assistance here to activate Kesnet because EG is coming up with those fights. Operator towards mid. Quick flash, tiles control. My gosh.
Flash in the old EG
Completely
strat.
zeroing out if anything could be tiles.
Shock
And we'll see
didn't
how
fully
EG rotates off of this to get back
break
into position.
this.
A big lean from Ethan can come in for either way, but this A hit. Paranoia
Still
right
though,
up to tree.
they don't need too much
You
more.
can see the hit here. Oh,
Oh
Paranoia.
yeah, that's unlucky.
Just
Dude,
before
is
the
he
smoke
0 and
moves,
9
the
now?
one gets that pick up to Kesnet, so no
Having
dash
a
to create
nightmare.
space. Crew still looking to fight up here and maybe even
4
fall
people
back.
here as well.
But the thing is, beginning of this round, they tried to do a recon dart right into the spot to break the alarm bot.
They have a
and
chance.
They missed it. So this will give
They
an
can get the good
opportunity
timing.
for EG to get in for that information and move in. And there it is. Ethan pushing forward inside the smoke.
Oh
Demon
my
one
god,
on the
nice
top
kill
spawn.
from him over the
Getting
top.
a dagger in the head of Naxit.
Everybody's giving out hugs.
Right into that smoke. But in the end, still the plant comes down for crew.
Why did that casting sound so wrong?
2-player advantage as Melzer's looking for the play. Oh my god, is catching too
The
much.
timing of it with the knife was incredible. 4v2 goes on, down into a 1v1.
All right, Demon 1.
What are you made
The
of?
person who was holding for the swing was
Storm out 33
Demon
HP.
with the knives.
Davis playing
He
towards
has
the
one
generator.
knife left.
Double smoke down.
Wow,
Stevie
nice
gets the
2v4.
kill.
That was actually
The hero
really
play
sick.
by Melzer pushing towards the
That was
spawn.
actually really cool.
Catching EG, sending up for the util for the retake. That's gotta hurt.
Super smart. We just praised EG for their kind of step ahead timing, being able to get by, or you see Jogamo rushing through utility as
Yeah,
well as the other
this
teammates
was
just to
great.
get that positioning. But Crew here with the aggressive W once again. And that was going to be a tough one. One Vandal shot would have done it at 33 HP. And now 6-4. EG calling the timeout. A lot of these rounds.
It was 2v5.
Maybe one defuse there, right? As EG we had to get back in, but this has just been a brutal battle of 5K, 5 kills going down to win the round.
Yeah, he had Uto in his hand, right? I'm pretty sure,
Definitely comes
but
down to Elise to start things off because it
was,
looked
like,
really good
very
for EG
good
on how
timing.
they wanted to push forward against Crew's executions. But now you see that opportunity. what we talked about before. Who were those two players that actually won that?
Yeah,
2
the only
versus
person
3?
holding for the swing
It's
was
that
the knife.
Davies,
That's why it all fell
Melzer
apart.
on a
It was
smoke,
like,
on a KO.
it was literally the most perfect thing they
Can't
could have
let
done. It
these
was cool.
guys get into the site and set up, because Crew looks very strong here on the post plants.
And they need that to happen, though. Kesnet is currently with a goose egg at the bottom. And that means the rest of the team has to pick it up, which they have done here.
And we mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
It's just Kesnet. Unfortunately, his role is really to try to dash in and let the rest do the work.
That's the Ascent play. If you can jet on Ascent, people are still happy. If you're going down, it provides and facilitates everybody else to come in.
Yeah.
Get those initiator kills. Let's see. Kesnet on that left, going towards tiles this time. Won't be meeting with Demon, but they are on the same map. Or side of the map, I should say. Everybody's on the same map. Go figure. There's that
They
market.
pushing to, I
So
mean,
both rounds they've gone market
been-
for Van Silly. That map control for Crew has led to a B take and B victory. Here they still stay towards A, and they need
It's
to
a nice
take A
off
main control
angle.
for this to really work. This is going to be tough.
It was a nice off angle, now it's a normal one.
Got tagged a bit.
There it is.
Huge
Pulling the
kills,
extremity
a
on the other side
little
for
bit.
EG. Melzer opens it up to Jogimo.
I don't. Honestly, it's
Still
actually
up
not
to Ethan
too
alone in the
bad,
site,
considering
closing
that
the
how
door.
they've been playing a lot with one Omen
Crew
over
doesn't
towards it.
want to take over the A
Wasn't that
site,
bad,
even
it's
if
just
they have
straight
the
up
players' advantage.
50-50
The
duel.
first kill in that side,
This
falling
is a
back
nice
towards
reaction
mid.
from them,
There's a
though.
gap in that smoke. Finally,
destroyed.
Bustio's gonna walk in. Demon
No
one with the
way.
support.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
Bustio
too clean.
and Demon together
Spike
as
is
a
now down
combo
out in the
has
open.
won them
Delays
so
coming out
many
from the
rounds.
Nanoswarm on defense. Demon one rotated across towards the B site. And is sitting up here. A peek
It's a
on from
freebie.
exit. Good luck, Melzer. 4 versus 1.
Hiding it. I feel like
30 seconds left.
during the map, between maps, everybody was outside talking on EG, and they're like, Jogamo, how do you do that?
Yeah, EG
Lay
are
down the cove and
disrespecting
go and fight."
every
It's like, easy.
smoke.
Put it down
Every
and run
single
in.
smoke.
Everybody from EG is doing that now. If there's a smoke, EG runs into it. We've seen
Yeah.
multiple kills already come up. Just like I said the other round, everybody's giving out
10
hugs.
seconds
These
left.
fights are all happening within arm's reach that we've been seeing here on these site takes, on these mid takes.
Maybe you're learning a little bit from their C9 game when it was always Zelsis inside of their smokes that were
Yeah.
throwing out on their executions.
Just right up in their face. Even if the
Last
space is
round
taken,
into
they're
half.
ready to defend it. 7-4. Operator still there for Demon as they continue to switch which hands it goes into. Calm or Demon, depending on how hard they want to play the rounds. And here, Bustio in. The off shot then from Demon. Just instantly confusing Davies, and another kill for Bustio to walk right through. It's just making these situations so confusing. You can rightly see the Crew is almost confused when this is happening. They're like, we're not expecting EG to do any of this.
And it's also
Right.
the little things right now of how they're working towards this B.
Yeah, I
long
feel sorry
here
for him.
EG.
Kind of
They always
want
have
him to get a kill in
combinations
this
of
round.
Breaking that turret out towards the B site, which always puts Nagzit in a tough situation to not allow for him to get late lurks into B. So he's pretty much on an island every single time and can't really assist his teammates. Well, for Crew, at least for this round, they're looking to move into the tree. And that's where Bustio set up.
That util looks like it's going to hurt a lot. That's going to have to be a dash in.
Damn.
Nagzit gets hit. Do they activate on the other side? All the delay is still there. Another hit. Oh no, that's a shock dart that clears it.
Yeah, well done here. Null command then coming out. Gano getting the spray onto Klaus. So more players are falling down for Crew, trying to move inside this A site. Kesset moving up, trying to drive by. He's looking for blood. Catches Demon one off guard. At least Jogimo's there to save him.
Well, at least he
4
got
versus
one, I
2
guess.
with the spike planted into the A site. No paranoias available. Triple up on Garden. Melzer once again looking for the play. Shock dart to push him out. Lockdown in. And the last one coming through. Davies gets stopped
Why is he
by
using a
Ethan.
sheriff the
Lockdown
whole
was
round
used,
when
but
he's
it
got a
doesn't matter.
gun?
Last round of the half. And it's EG to take
Are
the lead
they?
into
Are
4.
we just witnessing a team literally fall apart?
What a positive first half for Evil Geniuses. Seeing this team come together and win
Switching
rounds is
sides.
exactly what you wanted. This could be a game where it's 1v1 on each round and you're really still not sure. But Evil Geniuses does seem to be finding some footing and synergy with this composition. And it's up to Crew now to be coming back on a second half. Let's see what the desk has to say about that.
Thank you so much, Riv. It's an 8-4 first half here for Evil Geniuses. Damn, they look good. Damn, they look good. And let's talk about how they're getting it done, because it was all
Sean's,
about Giacomo
Sean's face is like,
on that
oh,
last map.
well.
But this time around, we're getting a look at Boostio.
kind
We're
of.
getting a look at Demon One stepping up in a big way for the team.
I mean, we were talking a lot about Demon One's jet, and we are pleasantly surprised. I mean, Boostio and Demon One here both popping off, both holding it down. I mean, Boostio just did such a good
There's
job.
no way
in
Sean
general
doesn't
on that
say a
Killjoy
comment about
roll, holding
Crew,
down sides,
right?
getting multi-frags. Look at this, even getting
I'm surprised they
Sheriffs
got
and
4 though, I'll
backside,
give them
and
that.
This round was insane, where they literally ended the round in 10 seconds as that Killjoy lockdown went
did
down. That was
this?
an insane round, and obviously we can kind of see
Jesus.
the jet dip
Sean, you
right
said
here.
Ascent fundamentals comes down to how you activate your jet player.
They got some
You don't
absolute
need more stark
savages
contrast than this
working in
stat screen right
production.
here.
No, he got that one kill. Keston got that one kill right at the finish line.
In a losing round.
In a losing round, yeah. So that was an abysmal half by Keston. I've never seen him have a performance like that. But the youngster, Demon One, he was just constantly bringing the aggression, always bringing it at B. But Boostio, you mentioned him on the Killjoy, was nanoing over the wall to break the Killjoy turret, which then put Nags on the back foot. He was always panicked holding that B push.
We're seeing some brilliance here out of Evil Geniuses on the second map, Ascent. They're really pushing Crew as far as they possibly can. The question is, can they get it over the line? They move to the attacking side of the map for Crew. They're going to have to put up something magical on the back half to get it done. 15 seconds until the players themselves load back into the server to do battle. Will Evil Geniuses get their first overall series dub today, and will they do it in 2-map fashion? That's the question we're about to answer as we head back to our casters to get the series back underway.
And the same question comes in for Crew. Can they actually get their first victory here for the VCT's Americas? But first, they have to win the defender half and also win a third map. So things are looking pretty good for EG so far.
Triple frenzy.
All right, so who can shoot through the most smokes?
Utilities overrated.
That's the question.
We got all guns.
That's the question.
That's the meta today.
It's honestly not too bad though. They got the main ones.
Slow push up here. Waiting for a 0 point to come out of Davies right now. EG looking to stay super silent and use the subterfuge. Get themselves into sight.
Waiting for a knife.
Boostio is more than happy
Knife
to
hasn't
also
come
not
out.
show anything. So it's kind of like read this first play by Crew. Are they pushing? Did they use util? But all quiet. All quiet.
It's definitely leaning towards the A side to start. There's that dash to come through. No support. No smokes to block the vision of EG moving in. So an open sight.
All right.
And a super late lurk from
Time's
Boostio
the
with
retake.
Sheriff.
Omen flash. Recon.
Does he go through
Can combo
mid or
pretty
right
well.
up
You can have a
cap
knife
here?
as well.
3-2
Oh, they have their own
split.
Omen flash. This could work well.
They're not deciding just yet. They got to clear the flanks before they go in.
Boostio is watching it from the B lane, but it's the rest moving forward. And Kesnet actually gets the first blood
Oh, they
into this
timed it
round.
well.
Recon out for the defenders. Double stack down towards hell from Ethan and Giacomo as Davies finally jumps down with teammates. Support coming through. Klaus comes in with a frenzy. Giacomo cannot fight back. Only good for one. Recon now comes in. Now that it gets broken. Nice shots coming out from both players of EG out towards A main. Such low HP.
8
They win the
HP,
2 versus
32
3.
HP.
What a good plant, too. Honestly, I feel like having it towards Dice there just gives you a little bit more room to be flexing out. You don't have to be stuck in wine. So nicely done by Com and Boostio there, knowing the angle, knowing the play, and trading off each other. Smiles all
Yeah, I mean,
around.
I wasn't expecting that.
Potter, very happy. EG able to grab the pistol rounds here, which really
Yeah,
helps
how the
catapult
hell
them
have you won
forward,
that
man.
one?
Her reactions are amazing. I just love it.
Even when her team gets taken down, you can see her being
Like, nice
excited.
try, nice
Just
try.
enjoying the game overall, but obviously enjoying it more when EG is doing the winning. Quick 0 point. We expected that first round.
The amount of shorties.
No, why not? I mean, if you've been watching Som lately, you know it works.
Saw that Klaus drop one earlier on, so he's playing
The
towards
Killjoy
surface
Sheriff?
with
No,
the
it,
classic,
honestly, it's not.
playing left
It's
and
not.
right inside the site exactly.
Oh.
Okay. That's a second first blood into the second half.
Killjoy
for
Sheriff's
Kesnet.
kind of fine.
Really showing his stride here on this half.
Especially
Showing his value as well.
especially on attack, because you only want it to watch, right? You're only in charge of watching behind,
hefty
and you're
buy
staying
now for
alive,
EG
so
as well.
you don't need an alarm
3
bot.
Bulldogs left, 1 Spectre.
So you might as well have the sheriff for this.
Thankfully, the weapon that they
Unless
lost
you're
was
talking
only a
about
sheriff,
defense, I'm not
but
entirely
it's
sure.
gonna be quiet here.
45 seconds. So do they run into a paranoia? No, they just have Melzer's going to be close up if they decide to do this. Mid could be taken. That would be really great information.
Wait, they didn't
for Kesnet.
insta
He's
stack a
listening
site
for
as
cat
well. This is
audio
very
cues, and
uncrew
everybody
like.
Actually, at A is pushed up for an audio cue here, and we might see them back up.
He's
once
gonna
they
hit
hear
this.
it.
He's gonna
Here we go.
smoke. He's gonna get close with the shorty.
Actually, I think it's moving forward because of these
Honestly, maybe.
shorties. Melzer's just around the corner, playing anti-flash first, but still gets hit by it and still gets a kill onto Dogimo.
All the way through. All the way through.
Dude, these swap places, it's incredible.
Ethan's trying to trade back, but Melzer with the Bulldog still holds A main. Suddenly
so
becomes an
perfect.
advantage for Crew for the retake. Both players of EG forced to play now towards Hell. Training across.
Nice.
Mini block dance
Give
long.
Kesnet
As
the
Kesnet
gun
comes
because he
in
has
with the
full
Bulldog.
HP.
Calm trying to clutch it. The 2 versus 1. Here's the first footstep.
Out.
There's the turret. Shock dart onto the spike. Damage onto Klaus. And then Naxxed waiting above here with the shorty.
Respect. Nice round from
It's
Crew.
a thrifty round from Crew to answer here.
And
Man.
on that one, you pat Melzer on the
Some of
back.
this game has been incredible.
That little cat and mouse game in the smoke, absolutely turning EG for a loop. Didn't even know that Melzer made it through to a gun until just a little too late. And he's able to take out 2 in that situation, crippling Evil Genius's sight take. Really cheeky stuff to be played right moving forward.
Yeah, GMD,
I
it's
thought they would've
crazy.
backed up
It
for a
is
moment
actually
to move
crazy.
Forward, but it was only W.
I think the
Vance.
coach
What
cam
else
should
does
have
Crew
heart
know?
rate
What else do
monitors.
they know? Really
I
nicely
mean,
done
I'll
there
be down.
to
Sure.
play that one aggressive. Looks like they get the play towards
Placing
B.
swarm grenade out.
Yeah, they
Good
know
play
that
push, yeah.
they know that EG's on an eco at this round.
Yeah.
Lucio trying to move in with the Guardian. Players working together at least to break the turret at the beginning of this round for EG. Share shots trying to do some damage, and only Bucio's received that damage so far. But all of them are grouped up.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
That's how you work that Guardian. Klaus falls early.
That spamming backfired a little bit.
Now EG are just dashing to the side. Kesset just trying to spray. Connects
Okay,
onto one at
Nags
least.
in sight. Good
Nanosaur
luck.
splits out the attack. Naxxed playing inside. But EG are just a death ball of trades. Plant comes down. Busto waiting towards
Man.
log, avoids the 0
The
point.
regret of spamming that sheriff is.
Footsteps close. Oh no, the body shot onto one. Couldn't
Yeah,
connect
that
onto
kind
the
of sums
second.
this game up, that one
Hunter's
there.
Fury out on the attack. But no damage. Now just a spray. Demon gets it bombarded. Kesset now swings back on a 1 versus 1. No revenge. No revenge from Calm. A great round from Kesset. A 4K into here. As it comes in for the defuse, and Crew are
Oh my
looking
goodness.
good
Nice
here
round
on
from
the
Kesnet though.
defense.
We'll give him that.
Wow,
That was
the
definitely
patience
nice.
from Kesnet there, knowing Calm may try to make a play and
I
does
hate
so to a bit of a
say it,
detriment.
but-
What a round! I thought Crew was making a mistake going before Melzer got there, not having paranoia, not being ready. And wow, Calm just forced into a pretty big mistake there, but can't take that away from Kesnet. Been looking for the activation, been looking for the kills. We said Kesnet was at 0. Now Kesnet's 8 and 13, so those came in quick for the Jet player.
Only had
Yeah.
that one.
Pretty
as
early
Sean
on as well.
mentioned,
They only
at
had
the
3
tail end of
rounds.
that
Yeah.
of the first half, where even Crew lost that round. And players had to come up huge here on the defense. And Kesnet is slowly finding his groove, and this
Okay,
is where it's going to get
massive
dangerous.
rounds. Massive swing rounds. Chat, this one's big.
Yeah, this is getting funky right here in mid.
Oh. Smoke dissipates.
Wait, they
Demon
chase?
looking for the
They
chase.
chase?
Gets the ping there onto Kesnet, down to low HP, no dash away. Fragment,
Team
everything's
fight.
being used to just try to get him down. But Kesnet manages to
Man,
get away.
this game,
And there's
chat, this
no
game's got
more
it all.
daggers left, but this one here in the hands
This
of
game
Demon
has it all,
1.
it's
And thankfully,
incredible.
though, there's still rifles behind that to support. Davies is just looking for the timing to jiggle peek to get the knife here onto Cat. Elise now decides to use it for information.
Here.
Pulls back a rotate from Klaus into watching the spawn.
Honestly, I'm low HP here. I'm in for it, especially when this guy's first
Kesnet is
contact
playing
might
the
work
off
pretty
lane
well.
Chagamo getting ready for a paranoia.
Crew definitely okay, just waiting to clock out.
Man.
And Ethan's wide swings. No
Damn,
daggers
I gave him
coming in. It's
respect.
Kesnet once
30
again.
seconds left.
Wow, dude, 50 HP. The nade pushes him out into the open, and he just outduels everyone.
Now you got to save. There's only 20 seconds left. Nothing really.
He's got 11 kills in 4 rounds.
Unless you want to get more from bonus rounds, but he opts to actually save his rifle in the end, and Keza is chasing after him, already towards spawn.
Really well played in the information game there. As soon as Davies hits the 0 point, taking an aggressive position, knowing that time
He
can
might
be
spam
had
this.
to really throw EG off. And I feel like there's not enough being identified before
it's 10.
we're getting
Sorry.
these paranoias coming through. I mean, that one obviously was going towards tree to hit anybody waiting. They didn't know Kesnet was going to be playing up close. But these paranoias haven't really been acted on well. They're not hitting people. The follow-up isn't there. It seems like both teams just have a surplus.
Yeah, you saw the head-to-head graphic.
And then the team is left kind of going in.
Yeah, like we said, this was a big swing round. It's crumbling pretty fast for EG at the moment.
And we see the setup again towards long. They try to gain control with Davies, but it's going to be that B play coming in now. A bit of pressure. The dash in from Demon One.
Ooh, and an opener. Oh gosh, no answers back. Dropping down towards the side. Nagset was playing passively towards the back of Boathouse. Nagset with that second one.
Down B.
Jesus, Prius, relax on the click button, man. Prius, relax. Just stick on someone for a little bit.
There's a big smoke that can happen. Picking up the spike. Could TP away, but not after that. Shock dart to dash in. Wow. And Kesnet, as much as he's getting first blood, he's doing a good job creating space for his teammates to at least avenge him. And Crew's only 1 round away from tying up the game. Is this gonna be
full buy? Yeah, full buy timeout comes in.
Calls a timeout.
It's been
a flip of what we just saw on Pearl before, where both of the teams are so good on attack.
Yeah.
This time it's both teams looking really good here on the defense.
It's gonna come down, like last time we said too, it came down to a lot of the timing, the smoke plays, right? Rushing in, Jogamo going into the coves, and everybody else making plays. So you almost don't know. It comes to, and not to a way like we don't know what's gonna happen, but
yeah, I don't really think it's the observing diff. I think it's more just you notice the big difference from when I watch other regions. I do think some of the regions are better at observing than the others for sure. But the big thing that kind of really sticks out to me is just the replay. Like the fact we don't get replays and you're kind of like asking what happened in that round. Normally what happens in Pacific or EMEA, I'm like, wait, what actually happened to that round? Then we get a replay like explaining it. But there's so many situations where we're like, wait, what happened in this round? We get no replays, so that kind of piles on to us thinking that the observing is like way worse. It's not way worse. But the fact that the replays are like significantly worse, it just kind of snowballs into us thinking that it's a lot worse.
So this is going to change the pace a little bit here for Crew as well. Is Kesnet going to start playing a little bit more aggressively? That might catch EG off guard when they were the first ones that were setting the pace into the rounds, using that utility to gain that space. But that could definitely fumble this time around.
Quick tech pause coming out. Just looking at the scoreboard we have in front of us. To say it, Demon
Why is that a 2 tech pauses every game?
On top. Really feeling like he can come into his own in a game like this, especially second map, boy, pressure even on in that situation. And we see the op being still traded around between the team of EG.
Analyst and a coach is kind of different for every single team, for sure. But like the main thing is normally Analyst is more like stat stuff, whereas coach is more just like filling the void of the team, where it's like game plans, IGLing stuff, getting them individually better, strats.
Yeah.
Whereas like an analyst is more just numbers potentially of your own team, the people that you're going up against.
So taking that main role now.
That's how most teams do it. The analyst is more like stat based, so the coach and the IGL have numbers to work off of. Whether it's like stuff in your own practice that's working well, or again like anti-strat, like what I believe C9 did against 100 Thieves. Nope. Yeah. In terms of just getting all their ults and checking the percentages of the numbers.
And you mentioned Demon 1. at 17, yes, very comfortable. Second time that he's
But
on
again,
the stage.
every team is
Boostio's
different.
are
Every team
just
has different
behind him as
roles
the IGL,
in terms
but
of
we
what.
have to continue that
Because all the
storyline of
IGLs are
Kesnet.
kind of different,
One and
right?
what,
The amount
8 or
there's
something like that?
there's
This time
IGLs that'll
13
do
and
most
14.
of it, or maybe want
Just
to
popping
do
off on
the
these
majority
first
of it.
bloods.
And it's been a
And in
difference.
that
You can
case, it
see
kind of frees
in
up the
first
coach a little
bloods,
bit more.
0 and 4 in that first half.
Yeah.
So just being the first deaths, 3 and 4 now. 3 first kills to those 4 first deaths. So stop the dying started.
The assistant
the first
coaches at the
initiation,
moment,
so
they
that's what you
will hear
want
the
to
comms.
see,
You'll
especially
hear
out of
comms,
Kesnet.
and
You
you'll
can't have
hear
your duelist even feeling down
and
in
when
these
we
games, when that's the
when we
one
go
you need
into
to
this
call
right
upon.
now, like the assistant coach and
See
the
where they
coach
go
can
for
talk,
this.
so they can kind of come up with
3-2 on the
so they can
split.
talk about what they believe is
Usually
going wrong
in this mode,
and what they
go-
need to fix
they
and
end
like
up mid and
stuff they
end up going
notice. So
towards
it's just
B
an
because
extra
despite
pair of
hanging out
eyes.
towards A right now on Ethan's back.
Let's get this done.
Let's get it done.
For at least
Peek
this
out.
live
This
live
operator's
stuff.
gonna be on
Okay,
Cat. Let's see if they can get a trial shot
dude,
here for
EG,
Kesnet.
It's for
yeah,
early info
it's
anyways.
another massive
0-0,
round for
yeah.
them. They've done
Some good job for
okay at
EG.
getting the
They
money.
know now that
I mean, not really.
Kesnet was looking
Yeah,
for that
not really.
aggressive peak, so now guessing was
Just-
it
just
an
another
operator or
big,
not?
important round
Kesnet
for EG.
rotating over now towards the back of mid. When we're trying to pressure towards this mid take, breaking that alarm bot for EG.
How much of the strats did you do
Once
for
again,
Liquid
more
last
utility
year?
to push this opera away.
Exactly.
Okay,
Really
in
smart
terms of
stuff
like,
so far from EG. You want to know where it is first, right? They may
in
not even
terms
know it's there
of
first, but now
they heard it.
wait, where are we?
Brings out
Champs
across mid on
2021, right?
And yeah, they're just
In terms of
leaving Demon on their
2021, I would
Maybe a
say
flash will come over his
100%.
shoulder, but
In 2022, I
hit towards
gave
mid and towards A.
more
EG's everywhere.
freedom for them to get involved.
Melzer, though, continuing to be an anchor on
And
the side. This
that's,
one push all the way up forward towards wine.
That's, in my opinion, the big
4
mistake that I
players
made.
now rotating back towards the B side. That's where Kesnet is with the Blade Storm. Nags it towards the back of the site once again. Just being a nuisance. There's no way you could stop Nagsit in the back of the site.
EG cannot find a hole at the moment at all.
Crew ties it up in a round where EG was searching, trying
Twitch
to find that
Paris?
up.
I
How
actually
long
have
were they
no
creeping up?
idea
Crew was
when that
giving
is.
Absolutely nothing up, not a position, nada. And then they
Problem is
find
my schedule's
EG finds
crazy at the
every
moment.
member setting up a defense inside the site when they get in. That's a tough take. Nagzat with great shots there around the team. They get that Odin back into play. I don't think they wanted to or had to grab it, so easy peasy. Operator still there. That's what matters for the side of Crew. EG over towards B this round.
Swarm grenade out.
A delay right away. So Crew actually expecting a little bit of a push here from EG to gain that space. You always have to respect that early utility.
Okay.
Potentially even looking to explode. Johnny will had that paranoia ready. A couple of smokes being ready too. There's a nanostorm. So the nanostorm being thrown and it gets shut off. Could be the call right here to initiate right after.
I think they were just waiting for
Two players playing on the sidewalk for Crew.
I think they were just waiting for the recon here a lot of the time. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my goodness.
An ult for information, allowing the dash to come in.
I have good space here
hit
though,
the
but
switch.
Crew again.
Aljo not from Klaus.
Oh,
But
boy.
there's still 2 players in the back of the B side and they've been strong on his hold for Crew. 45 seconds left. As there once
Massive
again,
shot.
another first blood for
Damn.
Kesnet. As net.
He
Tagging
is.
into a second one onto Demon 1. Oof, almost.
That was close.
It's wallbang dinked down to 4 HP.
5v3.
But you think you gain some space here for EG. We forget those 2 players in the back. Nice flash on Naxent to come out. The wall bang with the drive-by.
Down B.
It's all up to Boostio. Guardian denied. Crew now fighting back and they take the lead on Ascent.
I say no B for you, EG.
Yeah, they get another buy here.
Ultimates here to be used
but
on this round that will
it's
help
not looking
take
great.
and retake the site with that lockdown. But I think Kesnet is going to be priority 1 here.
No, I
Where
think
is
you can-
Kesnet? Either how can
I
you
think the
break
more
distance
coaching
and
stuff,
get
the
in his
better.
face right away, or how can you get into a site and push up, press W, make sure you're in heaven so there's no retake capability for the side of Crew. They haven't been doing anything too big on their defensive side. The 0 points towards long. One way goes out here again.
Oh.
Very common strategy to try to take down A control.
Yeah, they get close. They flash space. Oh, I like this idea.
Hurt a lot. The flash support out from Davies and then 100.
Hey, that was really cool.
Bot coming back.
allowing crew to take the player advantage and also doing some damage.
The thing I
on the
like about
demon.
that as well is if they try and reactively take some map control from this, they have the recon.
Even Melzer gets a position.
This was all
into
just off the people at A main close giving info.
EG just looking to play the contact.
That's a
and
massive
finally
pick,
stop
but they still have
Kenneth
two
with the
people here.
operator, But Melzer's still in wine.
This Jaws.
Just tasting these kills.
You should run.
Alarm bot to create some space. An offensive lockdown too.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
Okay,
They're gonna
well,
be able
they
to hold
put
it
two
down.
ults into this.
You expect
Two
that to
ults
be
into the
defenders.
3v4.
Bustio now in tree alone.
Has to be now.
Still loses it against Klaus. Denied towards the back of the site. Detained as finally EG take down Melzer. The last two players being Ethan and Calm moving inside this A
They
site.
have no idea about the guy under.
And now it's
30
gonna get
seconds
difficult.
left.
Forced to play outside of
Player
the site
standing.
is Ethan.
Oh, not
and
this close.
Calm
Wow.
Nicely handled though.
was only good for one.
EG low by next round should be, and even with both pistols here, Crew
Yeah,
says
used
we're
his
gonna
ult
do
into
it
this
mid
round.
game
He's
to late game.
halfway there.
You can have the pistols, we'll take the rounds, and they have done such a great job at breaking Evil Genius's defense. And on that one, EG had what, 3 people who were only able to defend the site, and the way they had to take the site left them scattered for the post plant. So Crew doing a really nice job of dismantling these strategies EG's using to get into the site to make the retakes easier. Look at that. 7 rounds in a row for Crew here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Van Silly.
EG only getting pistol and the economy being broken by the plays of Melzer on that second round.
Yeah.
With the shorty and Bulldog. And it's been difficult for EG ever since.
Turret down, orb grab for shock darts.
Get out of my way.
Didn't even hit. Oh, a little hit. Okay.
Love tap.
Chat,
Will love
EG
that.
the ones that
Static
used
shock.
Indeed, indeed.
Sova and Fracture.
Spike to be picked up.
Here.
They rotate all the way back over. So it
They
seems
are,
like they'll give
okay.
up mid on this one and just try to death ball it in once again. B has been solid for Crew. They're hardly even losing any members when these sites get taken. Just a little bit. Maybe a hair puff on Demon 1 there. I'm not sure if he did see too much. Great defense for Crew there. This is on EG to be able to break all of this. 5v5
Pretty far away from this as well,
Zero
so
point actually didn't suppress any players. The dash miss though from Demon 1. Nanoswarm that comes out. Nice little ping.
recovery's nice.
Allowing Demon 1 to get the
Big
opener
right
into the
click.
B site. Looking for this kill.
Oh, just got there in time. Huge from Davies with the ult.
Klaus still in the back. The util is too good here.
Klaus did great to stay alive. Davies did great with the ult. Nicely done, especially from Klaus. Man, it's been pure lockdown.
Third map.
Match point.
Demon 1 at the stub of
Look
the toe.
at this.
It does not allow the strat to go
That
through
is
8
8
rounds
in a
now
row.
for Crew. They look to just sweep this one after a thrifty. And Cloud9 seemingly no answer right now. They're back onto a bye. It's focused towards A. I'm not sure. Their attacks have just been lackluster.
All right,
and so
3
they're
chances.
Really not able to find the rounds or positioning that they can to get in here.
It's definitely a steep hill to climb. So far away from ults. Their last buy, even if they win a round, losing a couple of players, it's still going to be scrappy in terms of buys. So very important for EG now to try to get the round in. All 5 alive would be great, of course.
Oh man,
Looking for a
he's
split into
he's
the
so
A
ready
site.
to turn this
Davies
flash.
playing the anti-flash first, and
Okay.
Demon 1 gets a nice opener. Paranoia to blind and push the defenders back into the A site for Crew. So EG has gained the space inside of A. Kesnet playing the double stack with Melzer out towards Hell, and Demon 1 gets the second opener into the round. Door now being opened. We want all 5 to be alive, but not yet.
Okay.
Kesnet has something to say.
Of course, now
but
they get
so
around.
does EG.
Yeah,
Of course,
Giacomo
now
with the
they
jump
managed to
through,
do
able
it.
to capitalize
4
there,
people alive,
and
so money's
that
good
was
as
an
well.
EG learning round,
Yeah.
right? Last time Davies basically shut down the
2
entire
chances.
round by playing in that position by the planter at tree.
But Sova
They were,
ult.
Demon 1 was ready for it.
Nice
right
if
away.
they want it.
It was actually, yeah, Kesnet playing there in that flower pots.
Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't Davies, sorry. But yeah, switching it up, watching that position, and now really playing to what they've seen from Crew. Bladestorm, Hunter's Fury there, so we can see Crew play very safe on this round to deny the plant or get the post plant that they want when they retake the site. Jump out.
Ooh.
Would have been safe. Unfortunate. But I don't think too much is given up from that.
Now this is all a ruse here while Kong is setting up this Aldrone towards mid. All of EG are being set up towards the A side. So that single smoke that went out towards A and also allowing for the alarm bot to actually hit Calm. EG is just looking for a really late hit towards this A site. Noise being made here from Boostio as well. Trying to sell a mid to B
This actually
split.
might work pretty well.
Especially with the knife that just
Yeah,
went
they
up.
kind of owned it right now.
Clears
Crew have
out
just called
towards
that they
wide
want to
now.
clear out over towards
And there's
middle,
that call
so there's a
finally for
sweet
EG to
spot.
move in.
Paranoia Jenny.
Great Omen Flash. The
They're
rotate's
gonna
coming in
back
pretty
that side of
fast.
hell. Hunter's Fury out on the defense. Joggimo still opens up first. Demon 1 minute on the top of the generator as a flash comes out from Davies.
30 seconds
The
left.
smoke does not allow him for him to
Chunky.
push forward. Plant will come down for Evil Geniuses.
Oh, that's literally going to be on
as
his
they
head.
have a 2-player advantage. Defensive post plant utility now set up here for EG. And it's a turret to trade off on Demon 1's death. But Boostio lines up the last two,
Okay,
trying to come out
3
towards
chances
Evans.
into the
And EG
last chance
are
of this
one
one.
round away of pushing this into the extra innings.
This is a good round from EG though in
Well,
terms
the
of
ecom's still
actually
looking pretty good here for Crew.
It is. They'll be able
the
to
amount of
buy.
control that they
Coach
got.
has something to say about this one, Van Silly owner. Gonna figure out what the deal is, how we're working this. And I don't. At this point, it comes down to full teamwork, control. No ultimates really ready to be grabbed on either side. Joggimo can go for from the shadows, but we don't really see that turning the round on its head. So this one, the Crew has.
Wait,
been
how am I
playing up
getting the
towards
blame
mid.
for that?
They get their cat control, and we've seen Davies over
Isn't
at
it
A.
up?
They don't
I
change
didn't
up
look at the
too
money,
much.
but
I feel like this is on Evil Geniuses if they're gonna play mid.
Maybe.
Demon 1 gets the push again. This one I think is pulling the teams. Both of them are kind of pulling their hair out, trying to figure out what to do next, because it's just. I feel like once EG gets into a site, they're swarmed by Crew, right? They almost don't like the situation they have once they get in. It's hard to clear Crew out of a site. That's a good point. That's the good point right there. It's really hard to clear Crew out of a site, so getting the spike down just becomes almost impossible.
Well, the last attempt now from Crew of trying to bring this into a third map. No operators coming out into this round for Kesnet. Well, they definitely had the money for it. But they're also really looking for this pressure on mid. Potentially even trying to walk out, trying to get a B-link, stopping Calm.
Okay, this is the first time
Probably
they're
working towards the
going
B-link.
aggro over towards middle as well. With loads of them. 4?
And EG
Maybe even
are about to
5?
throw an early knife here towards the market. Early Aldrone, the ping onto 1, but
Okay.
there's still the crossfire
He's
set up towards
shooting
Kench
this.
Bench. Recon dart. As it gets shot off, it pings a few.
Got him.
That's the call potentially here for EG to hit towards the A site.
Yeah.
In they go.
Insta reaction.
Molly's the delay though.
It's a
They have
fast
to clear
rotate.
this.
Just
Okay, are they gonna
running
go in
through it off
fast?
the alarm bot, but all of
They got
Crew is
Omen
already
Flash.
here towards the A site. Recon dart, nanostorm kill onto Ethan.
Oh, the Omen Flash is
Paranoia, the
great.
flood back into the site. Crew is looking to fight right away. Spike has fallen. Players are stuck under hell. Demon 1 cannot do anything. As it's instantly up to Calm on a 4 versus 1. Spike down out in the open.
It was a very... I like that
And
round
there's
though. I like
Ascent
the
to
idea
help
that came into
Crew
this one
to
from
push
Crew.
this
It was
into
cool.
the third map here on Fracture.
Just chaos.
Man,
in
Kesnet
that round,
really
man.
stepped
Silly,
up, though.
Where's the plant? Why does Spike go hell? This is the kind of